You're listening to the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
This is Sal and Sam with the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast. It's a podcast for engaged couples who are stressed out about wedding planning and family expectations, but want a successful wedding day.
With over 80 years of combined wedding experience and insider information, this is Stress-Free Wedding Planning with your hosts, Sal and Sam. A new podcast for engaged couples who are stressed about wedding planning and family expectations, but want to have a fun wedding. Listen now for revealing wedding insider secrets, tips, and strategy or lesson that you'll be able to implement for a stress-free wedding. Information that you just can't miss and may just change your life. Take the journey with us from worry and concern to a stress-free and unforgettable wedding day. The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions DJ Service. I've been recognized by my peers in the industry as DJ Times, the international magazine for professional DJs, as a Mobile DJ of the Month. And I was a founding member of the Connecticut Professional Disc Jockeys Association. Also rated as a 5-star entertainer by local brides and as a Couples Choice Award winner. Now, my career started back in Gloucester, England, in the mid-'70s, which led to me winning the 1979 Grand Disco competition with my DJ partner, Paul Palmer. I immigrated to the U.S. in 1981 and worked for various popular nightclubs and then became the midday air personality on Hartford's only R&B station, WKND. As a wedding DJ and owner of Atmosphere Productions, I was featured in the Eric and Amanda's Winning Wedding on the first season finale of TLC Television's reality show, 4 Weddings, plus appearances on the CNBC Valentine's Day special, Love at First Bite, featuring our clients we met on Match.com. Atmosphere Productions' work has been featured in It'sABridesLife.com, StyleMePretty.com, and in various magazine articles. I'm most proud of the help we've given to thousands of engaged couples who went from concerned and stressed to having a fun and memorable wedding experience with a difference. They are the secret to my success. I hope I can do the same for you.
You're listening to the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
This podcast is for engaged couples who are stressed out about wedding planning and family expectations, but want to have a fun wedding day. Having a stress-free wedding means getting stress-free advice. And one of those people that are going to give you that advice is my co-host, and it's Sal Fusco. One of the reasons why I have you here is because you have the experience to give that stress-free advice. So let's go back in time. Let's jump in the Wayback Machine. How did you get started? I know you were born at a very young age. But what got you into this?
Wow. So I was listening to the radio a lot. It was my sister, who was 9 years younger than me, and she loved music, and she had all these 45s, and it was just fascinating. I had an uncle who's even 9 years younger than her, and he had all these 45s that he shared with her, and this music was just the most incredible thing in the world. So I was just falling in love with music to start with. It was all about music. I had my parents who are older, the Italian background and the whole Sinatra background and big band. It was pretty awesome. I had the aspiration of becoming a radio DJ. Then I found out how much they made, and I'm like, okay, well, that's not doable. So 7th grade, had my own little boombox. I had a turntable with a Radio Shack mixer, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. I got a second turntable. Started, going back and forth with the 2 turntables. I'm like, I got to try this live one day, and I got to do that. And what a great thing it was! It was pretty incredible. So
you went out and bought all the equipment.
I was, with the help of my father, who helped me start a business eventually.
Yeah, and that's when I met you.
Yes.
In the mid-'80s. You were just starting up, and I think it was at an event, Hilton, or
it was the old Hilton, which no longer exists in Hartford. Yeah. You were doing a prom, I was doing a prom, and we knew each other, but we didn't know we were DJs.
Right. And I remember saying at the time, "Wow, he's good. He's gonna go far." So I remember taking your card and speaking to your dad, and I kept an eye out for you. But that's kind of when our paths became similar, because we both started doing weddings, right?
Oh, definitely. I got to go to a lot of weddings, and one of the things I noticed was DJs didn't really know the protocol, or they were just this over showman type thing. They were just putting on too much, and things just weren't running as smoothly, and it just seems like the couples weren't really getting what they wanted. Yeah. So this is something I'm like, I really want to be a part of this. This is, this became my passion.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, you know what? Let's shoot for this. And I created a very detailed planner that would help them have a stress-free wedding.
Excellent.
Sam, unfortunately, I struggled with the balancing of work and family life.
Yep.
And it came to a point where I ended up closing down my own company.
Oh, that's sad.
And I didn't give up, but I was lucky to have a good friend who helped me out and asked me to become part of his company. And that's Bert Fonseca from After Hours DJ Entertainment. And we took that planner that I had and we kind of updated a little bit more for what was happening at the time. And unbelievably, we won the Knot Award for Best in Wedding, which was absolutely awesome.
Right. So with the planning method, then you had to explain to your couples how not to get stressed at the weddings.
One of the things couples don't realize is what they have to plan for.
Right.
It's just they're kind of thrown into it and no one really explains it. And sometimes people don't, if they do tell them, they don't tell them till it's really close to that wedding date, a little too close.
Right. And usually it's people who've never done it before that are telling you how to plan your wedding, right?
Exactly. Isn't that amazing? The knowledge they must have. But so I was taking them step by step through their wedding, letting them realize what they really needed to plan for. And if you did a little here, a little there, you get a better result at the end. Excellent. And a lot less stress.
Excellent. So you're going to bring to the table for the Stress-Free Wedding Planning podcast, you're going to bring some of these ideas that you culminated in this planning process, and you're going to help our couples with that, right?
Absolutely. I'm going to use all my 39 plus years to make this happen.
That's what it really is all about right here on the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Wedding Tip Wednesday is brought to you by Emerge Cosmetics. Are you ready to emerge? A new line of luxurious lipsticks and lip glosses created with the intention of empowerment and coming into who you truly are. Strong, beautiful, and confident. Use coupon code EBI10 at shopemergecosmetics.com for an instant 10% discount. That's coupon code EBI10 for 10% discount at shopemergecosmetics.com. Emerge as the true you.
Today's Wedding Tip Wednesday. Think about your ceremony and cocktail hour musicians. Don't forget to ask your musicians if they're staying for dinner. Sometimes they can't. But just like the other vendors, they're working hard for you on your wedding day. The courtesy of asking is always appreciated.
Definitely appreciated. And let me tell you, a lot of couples don't realize how much time is put in by those musicians. They think, well, they're only here an hour and a half. But the reality is there's the drive time to the event.
Yep.
There's the actual setup for the event.
Yep.
You just don't take out instruments and start playing. And then, there's the pack up afterwards. And then there's the drive back. So what seems to be an hour and a half, maybe more like 4 hours, maybe even longer sometimes.
Absolutely.
People get hungry, and it's not a bad idea to take care of them. Now, another thing is, think about your other vendors, too, like a photographer. A photographer spends the most time with you.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't realize a photographer spends 8 to 10 hours with you. Mm-hmm. And that's a very long day, and not to feed them.
Yep.
Makes for a grumpy photographer.
I always say that a well-fed photographer will shoot anything for you.
Exactly. And it comes out so much nicer.
What a lot of clients forget is that the musicians and the other vendors, they're working for you on that particular day, and they need to be taken care of just like your other guests, right?
Exactly. And remember, they're human too.
Yeah.
So don't forget about that. Don't treat them like a second-class citizen. They're there for you to make your day great, and you hired them for a purpose to make that day great. So hand in hand, brotherhood. Let's feed each other.
Emerge Cosmetics. Are you ready to emerge?
I love this lipstick. I'm super picky about how a lipstick feels. Most are either too dry feeling or feel like you've oiled your lips. This not only felt great, but lasted and looked great hours later. The color Angelina is perfection, a must-have in my collection.
This is Lauren Simpson from Emerge Cosmetics, a professional makeup makeup artist with over a decade of experience in the beauty industry. That's the reaction we're getting from our new line of carefully curated lip products that wear well and feel comfortable. These are a must-have for your collection. All products are made in the USA, cruelty-free, gluten-free, and most are vegan. Shop emergecosmetics.com for lipsticks and lip glosses that not only feel great, but last for hours in an array of different colors. Free shipping on orders over $100.
Use the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast coupon code EBI10 at shopemergecosmetics.com for an instant 10% discount. That's coupon code EBI10 for 10% discount at shopemergecosmetics.com. Emerge as the true you.
You dress to reflect your personality. You enjoy customizing your drink at the coffee shop. Even your pet's collars match at least 2 pairs of your pants. It's only natural that your wedding would showcase your unique touch. After Hours Events of New England gets this. They like to give their clients full artistic control. If you find yourself lost, their team of event specialists can help. They handle everything from DJs, photo booths, event lighting, photography, videography, even efficiency. Give them a visit on the web and call today. Let's get planning. After Hours Events of New England. After Hours Events of NE.com. Don't forget to like and follow on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channel. All at After Hours Events of NE. That's After Hours Events of NE.
Having trouble picking music for your ceremony? Don't know what to do for your first dance? Is your future spouse having trouble picking a song to dance with their parent? Worry no more. I have the answer. Go to afterhoursevents.ne.com/contact guest. That's CONTACTGUEST, and you'll be able to listen to hours of music to help you select the right songs for your upcoming wedding. Again, go to afterhoursevents.ne.com/contact guest. That's CONTACTGUEST.
Do you want access to a stress-free wedding planning process? Then go to our website, allthews.atmosphere-productions.com, and get my free report. 8 questions you must ask a wedding professional before booking them. Get it today. That's allthews.atmosphere-productions.com. Look for the free report and learn to shop like a pro from a pro, and go from concern and worry to stress-free wedding planning.
When your wedding entertainment has to have amazing music, be fun, organized, and professional, your choice has to be Atmosphere Productions. DJs, live musicians, custom lighting, and photo booths. As seen on the TLC TV series 4 Weddings, winner of the Wedding Wire Couples Choice Award and DJ Times DJ of the Month. Experience the difference. www.atmosphere-productions.com. That's www.atmosphere-productions.com.
Everyone is talking about the DJ Pauly Show on YouShook.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Keith Urban, and you're listening to the #1 DJ on the planet, DJ Pauly.
What's going on, everybody? This is Charles.
Hillary.
And Dave. And we are
Lady Annabella.
And you're listening to the #1 DJ on the internet. It's DJ Pauly, y'all.
Hey, y'all. I'm Kelsey Ballerini, and you're listening to the #1 DJ on the internet. It's DJ Pauly, y'all.
The DJ Pauly Show on YouShook.com. We dare to be different. Join us and see for yourselves.
You're listening to the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Now, as you spend the next week planning your wedding, if you want me, Sal, or our community of stress-free engaged couples and wedding experts to answer any of those related questions, join us over in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group page. Once you're in, go ahead and share your concerns and worries, and we'll let you know if you're on the right track or if there's some things that you need to work on. Honestly, we're not going to be harsh. The link to join us in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group is in the show notes. Go there now and join us in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group.
The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast is produced and copyrighted by Atmosphere Productions in association with After Hours Events of New England.